Hello animators and welcome to week 12. This week we're going to do a very short assignment dealing with sound effects. Now you are getting ready to do your final project. The final project does not have to have sound. You don't need to have music, you don't have to have sound effects or recorded anything. If you do want to add that to your final project, that's up to you, but it is not required. But I do want you to have the experience of dealing with sound for your animation. So we're going to do a really short sound assignment this week. Now, how are you going to do that? Some of you may not actually have any way to add sound to your animation or to animate to sound. If that's the case, and that's totally fine if that's your situation. For instance, if your only way to shoot is with GIFMob, I don't believe there's a way to add sound unless you maybe purchase the app, and I do not want anyone to have to purchase anything. But if that's you, if there's no other way for you to add sound to your animation, what I want you to do is pick your sound effect. Maybe it's 1 second long, and then either choose some animation that you did for class that's also a second long or that will go with the special sound effect, or you can animate to the sound effect. So if your sound effect is 1 second, you need at least 12 images, or if it's 2 seconds, you need 24 images. But don't make it too complicated. Try to keep it as simple as possible. And then you can send me both the MP3 or WAV file, which is the file extension for sound, and you can send me your .mov or MP4 or whatever your file extension or .gif for your animation, and I can assemble them for you. The only trick with that is if you ask me to assemble it for you, which is totally cool, you need to make sure that the sound effect and the images are either the exact same length, so I know exactly where to put things together, or you need to be able to tell me that the sound effect starts on image 4, for example, so that I can assemble it that way for you. Now the rest of you, if you have a way to edit sound onto your animation, and I'm going to list several different ways that you can do that under this video. It's, I think, easier if you can read it and look at pictures and understand how to do those things. That'll be under the video, but if you can do it yourself, you can either use the links to get free sound, or you could even record your own sound with your phone and then bring it either as an MP3 into your editing software, or if you don't have a way to just record the sound and you need the video to be there too, there is a way in Premiere and Final Cut Pro to unlink the video from the sound and just use the sound. But we'll talk, like I said, I'll kind of demonstrate that in picture and word form underneath the video. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose a sound effect, and you're going to either animate to the sound effect, or you're going to choose some animation that you did before and add the sound effect to that. The most important aspect of this assignment is going to be timing it out. Now, what does that mean? When you have, let's say, a particular sound effect and you find out exactly how long that sound effect is, you can say it's 1 second, maybe it's 2 seconds, maybe it's 1.5 seconds. Then you can extrapolate that into your images so that if you have a 1 second sound effect, then you'll need about 12 images. Sometimes though, you can look at some of your old animation and think, oh wow, wouldn't it have been great if I could have had a doorbell there or a sound effect of something falling. Then you can find an appropriate sound effect that will last as long as the animation you already have in existence. Whichever way you decide to do it, you're going to add sound to animation, or you're going to add animation to a sound effect. And then if you find that it's not as hard as you thought and it was interesting and you do want to add sound to your final project, you may. But remember, your final project does not have to have sound, and there will be a video that explains everything about your final project after this video and a little bit of explanation for how to do the sound assignment. So get those headphones on or earbuds or whatever you use to listen to stuff, find those sounds and then either animate to it or add it to animation you've already done. And again, if you have no way to add sound to your animation, send me both files separately and I will put it together for you.